you have ever wondered how to get past the limitations that we set for ourselves and our life in our own mind, this video is for you. I will be sharing 5 tips on how you can push back on those limitations and experience new things in your life with less fear. So let's dive right into how we can push on our own limitations and grow as individuals. About you, but every time I go to do something new, or I even think about something that sounds fun or exciting, there is a little voice in my head that pops up and says, ooh, that feels uncomfortable. Oh, that's scary. Or even more strongly, oh, you can't do that. Don't worry about that, right? These are some of the limitations that we experience in our own heads, right? And for a lot of people, they keep us stuck and they keep us to what we are experiencing right now. Now, for some of us, that's not too bad, but I do know that through being a life coach for teenagers and in my own life, there have been times when I've really wanted to push past that and I wasn't sure how. So I want to share with you the 5 tips that I have discovered that help me do this, that help me continually push past those boundaries so that I can invite more into my life, right? Well, one of the first things that you got to do is you got to be brave. Now, I know that you would know this, and so I've added what I do, and that is I have this thought always of like, I can try it once. Now, please, do not leave a comment, do not DM me, do not be like, well, Abbi said try it once, so I tried like drugs and alcohol, no, okay, no. If it is unsafe, dangerous, breaks my own personal standards or boundaries that I have for keeping me safe and smart and healthy and alive, no, we don't even try it once. We run the frick away, okay? So please don't twist that on me. But when it comes to other stuff like, man, I'd really like to sign up for a dance class, or, oh, it'd be really fun to be friends with those type of people, or maybe I should go try out for the soccer team or the school play. I am a believer. Try it once, right? And I have found that for me, when I rationalize with my brain, when I'm talking to that toddler of a brain that I have, right? Because we all have a toddler inside of our head that says, no, that's scary. I don't want to leave my warm, safe bed. I talk to that toddler and I say, we're just going to try it once. And that helps me. So don't overlook the simplicity of this tip. Know that if you want to push the boundaries of what you think is possible in your life and those mental limitations that we set, you got to be brave. But use this tool of, I'm just going to try it once. I don't have to stick with it. I don't have to make this my life. I don't have to make this part of who I am. I'm just going to try it once and see what happens. Okay, my second tip for you is to change up routines. Now, let me tell you how I coach my teenage clients on this. So often I'm working with teenagers and we're trying to increase their social interactions, the friendships that they have, and their genuine connections to other people. And one tip that I give them often is change up your routine. And for them in that situation, I give it to them literally. I'm like, hey, if you always walk to English class and you go kind of around the hall and down this hall and down the stairs and then you're there, go the opposite way. See how many different people you run into. See how many friends that had you walked that way, you never would have realized that you can go say hi to Billy Bob every day, right? And so just by changing up their routine of how they walk to class or when they show up or who they drive to school with, right? It can really start to change who's coming into your influence, what opportunities come your way. So if you're feeling like you really want to refresh and kind of amp up your life and kind of go to a place you've never been before, let's change up some of your routines. And just to start you off, let's do some simple things of like, can I walk a different way to class? Can I sign up for a different class or take it with a different teacher? Can I, put myself out there and I'm gonna go to a dance with somebody I don't know, right? Change up the routine, change up what's regular. I especially want you to change up what isn't working for you and just be curious. Just see what happens and what new opportunities and viewpoints that you literally are experiencing. Okay, this tip goes in line with that second one, and that is to meet new people. Now, if you are in high school or college, this is going to be your perfect opportunity to do this because there's no other time when you are stuck in a room and a campus with so many amazing individuals that you have crazy amounts of in common things with. So Meet new people, say hi to people, go, just make a goal. Maybe your goal is tomorrow to say hi to 20 people, right? Maybe your goal is to ask somebody to do a dance that you don't even know, right? Because when we meet new people, oh my heavens, it is one of the fastest way to expand the way that you think and the world as you know it. Because people introduce us to things. I'll never forget when I was in my corporate job and I was in marketing and advertising, every time I got a new client, I felt like my whole world opened up. There were things that I didn't even know about this industry or about this sport or about this field of marketing, even just with my job. And I just remember every time I got a new client, it was like, whoa, I learned so much about a specific viewpoint, a specific way of life for people, a specific product, right? That I probably never even thought of before. And it really always benefited my life. So meet new people, set goals to just introduce yourself, to just talk to new people, and you'll be shocked about what you learn and what experience comes your way because of the new people that have come into your life. Okay, if you really are trying to push back on those limitations that we set in our own mind, this tip is huge. And that is to be future focused and not in the past. I will admit to you, this is the tip out of all of them that I have to share with you that I have struggled with the most. Because when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go do that scary thing, or I'm gonna go try this thing, my brain will play for me the movie of when that didn't work for me in the past. Or if I don't have direct experience, it will play for me other times when things haven't worked for me in the past. Or it will play for me future ideas of what could possibly go wrong or happen if I really do this thing. Let's just shut down that TV production. Let's just change the channel. I say that a lot, but it's just a real quick way to remind you, like, we are not going to be focused in the past. We're not going to be dwelling on our mistakes, the things that we've done wrong. Maybe we have tried this before and it didn't work, but that was in the past. This is now. You are, however, today years old, you've had so many different life experiences. Even if it was yesterday that you tried it and today you're going to try it again, think of all the experience that you have from having tried it once, right? So don't let your brain trick you into thinking that the past is your future, and don't future trip over things that might happen, because it's a complete and utter waste of time. This is my favorite tip. I think I might have said that on a couple of others, but this is like my true favorite tip, and that is to go for growth. All the time in my life, all the time, I feel like I'm being bombarded by just a million things of like, that sounds so fun, and ooh, I want to try that. Ooh, that career sounds so cool. Like, I am just one of those people that, like, I always am kind of climbing, and I'm not really satisfied, right? Which, it's got its pros and cons, but I just am always like hungry, right? I'm hungry for trying new things. I'm hungry for being better. And I have been so incredibly benefited from taking a second to decide if something is going to be for my growth. And if it is, then I try with everything that I have and all the resources that I can muster to say yes to those experiences. Whether that's signing up for a really scary class that's going to teach me how to be a better presenter, or whether that is going out and, giving my all to a job that maybe I'm not going to keep, or maybe I just want to try for a little bit. Maybe that is posting videos of myself on YouTube, knowing that it's forcing me to grow. It's forcing me to grow in my knowledge, in my research abilities, in my abilities to communicate, to edit videos, right? So your brain might want to tell you that even though the thing that you want to try and is really going to push you past your limit, even though it might be like growing in some ways, it's not growth for you, because you're never going to be a professional ballerina or a professional singer, or you might not even see this person again after high school, right? Your brain will start to tell you that. And I just want you to throw that away, because we never know why the things are placed in our life that we are until we see the benefit of it. And I can't tell you how many times in my life I've had experiences where I feel like God handpicked my growth. And had I said no at any time, or had I been like, oh, I can't do that, that's way too scary, I wouldn't have found myself at the end of the road going, wow, how did this happen for me? If God has put it in your path, if the universe has brought it to you and it sounds remotely interesting, if you think at all you could grow from it, go for it. Go for growth, even if it's painful, because you never know what opportunities are going to come knocking on your door because you said yes to that one 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 days ago. Babe, there you have it. Those are my 5 tips on how you can push past the mental limitations and boundaries that we create for ourselves in our life. So tell me, what did you think? Please leave a comment down below. Hit that like button, but specifically tell me, what tip stood out to you? What tip are you gonna try? Or what tip do you have that has worked for you when it has come to pushing yourself just past what you think is possible? Leave it down below. You never know who you're gonna inspire. And please, if you are a teenager looking to master high school and beyond, check out my channel, Abbi Winslow. I do tons of videos about personal development for teens, young adults, how to talk to people, how to get good grades. All of that can be found on my channel. Please go ahead, subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Abbi J out.